hungry!
Our group is examining the differences in chlorine and saltwater swimming pools. This is a hot topic in chemistry, especially if you live in Florida.
Chlorine in its natural state is a gas. When we put it in our pool, it is typically in powder or tablet form. That is because it is a type of chlorine called Cl2. There are two types of Cl2. Sodium hypochlorite, or NaOCl, and calcium hypochlorite, or CaOCl2. They both do the same thing. However, sodium hypochlorite is the much more common one.
Hey everybody, this is the Blackboard portion of this video where I stand alone in the classroom, point at this blackboard, and talk to myself. What I'll be explaining for you guys is the saltwater generator here. Really fascinating stuff.
The Aquascum 2003 is an all-purpose, self-cleaning, maintenance-free saltwater purifier that is guaranteed to even extend the life of your aquarium fish. Ooh, nice.
What this device does is it takes salt water from your saltwater pool, filters it through this device here, and what you get, which goes back into your pool, is chlorine-infused water, pool water. Now you guys might be saying, this is crazy. How does this do this? This is incredible. I'm going to take you guys through it right now. So what we have here is salt, sodium chloride, and water. This is in your pool salt water. Okay, you install this here as a filter, as you would install a filter in your chlorine pool. And so the water goes in here, and then what this is what's called electrolysis. So these two plates here send an electric shock through the water, which effectively separates the atoms into sodium, water, and chlorine gas. See, chlorine gas is the key in this. Okay, once electrolysis separates the salt molecule into Na and Cl2, stay with me, the Cl2, the chlorine gas, diffuses into the water, and you have your product here, Cl2 and H2O, which then exits the generator and is what you have in your pool. So this process is different than manually chlorinating your pool in that this product is going to be less harsh on your body. It's without chloramides, which, as you learned earlier in the video, is what causes things like dry skin, irritated eyes, changes in hair color, things like that. So this is going to be a safer pool water for you to swim in. Even more fascinating, if you can believe it, than what we just saw with the saltwater generator is this process here, which is called electrolysis. And if you'll remember, this was the process by which the salt molecule was separated into sodium and chloride gas. So this process is called the electrolysis of water. It's slightly different, but it's the same principle. So what we have here is a tank of water and two strips of metal. A lot of different metals can be used. My personal favorite is platinum, but fill in the blank. And they're hooked up to, let's say, a 6-volt battery. So you have a positive and you have a negative charge. So this is what is called the anode on the positive side and the cathode on the negative side. Okay, so the electric current running through both of these pieces of metal create a reaction in the water. So on the positive side, you have O2 bubbles which are created, oxygen, and you have H2 gas created, hydrogen gas. So these gases exit the water and are collected up here in this model. And all you really need to know is that electrolysis does a great job of separating molecules into things that we can use. So in the electrolysis of water, the two products created can be used in hydrogen, or in oxygen's case, you can put it in, let's say, a scuba tank, and in hydrogen's case, you can, let's say, use it for energy.
While both chlorine and saltwater pools contain chlorine, chlorinated pools are much more harsh on the human body and the environment. It dries out skin, can cause hair discoloration, eye irritation, and can corrode pool fixtures. Saltwater pools involve a process called electrolysis. A saltwater generator takes sodium chloride and electricity to make chlorine and sodium. This means that saltwater pools have much less chlorine than regular swimming pools and are much less harsh on the human body. So, the choice is up to you.
Your salt water from your saltwater pool filters it, and what the product is. So behind. So what you have is